Hey, I just wanted to talk a little bit today about our self-talk, how we talk to ourselves inside of our mind, and specifically to do with positive affirmations, because we hear a lot about positive affirmations, and they are super powerful when they're used correctly, but also we can fall down a hole with them. So I just want to clear it up so that you can use them so that they have the maximum effect for you. So what you need to know is that the way that we talk to ourselves inside of our mind literally changes everything about our day and our life and what we can achieve and what we can't. That's no exaggeration. What we don't realize is that, what you may not realize is that when we say something inside of our mind, that thought releases chemicals, proteins, signals all over your body. And your body responds. So when we say to ourselves, I can't do this, that is the information that gets sent all over your body, and your body will respond. But basically your body mind, your body awareness will believe it. When you say to yourself, I can't do this, that's why it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, because that's the information your body mind receives. And then you are literally closing doors inside of your mind. Neural pathways are like, oh, you can't do this. Okay, you can't do this. Okay, we just stop trying. That's what happens. So you won't get the access to some of the mental capabilities that you actually have when you're saying, I can't do this, inside of your mind. So it's important that we recognize when we're saying stuff like that and turn it around. And this is where positive affirmations come in. We're taught, when you start looking at this stuff, to start saying, I am a powerful and capable person, something like that. That physiologically that physiologically changes you. And you might notice it. You try it if you're sitting in a chair and thinking, I can't do this, I can't do this. And then saying to yourself, I'm a powerful and capable woman and I can so do this. And just feel like the difference chemically in your body, like everything about your body shifts and your mind changes. So it definitely has an impact. So affirmations can be super powerful to change your state. And when you've changed your state, it changes neurologically what access you have to different resources. So you're more likely to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. But the thing about affirmations is you have to mean it. Okay, so this is where some people go wrong. I was chatting to a client today, and they were saying, I've been really trying hard with affirmations and it's just not really landing. So with affirmations, we can't just so imagine you're in a war zone. You can't just be like going, I'm in a beautiful garden, I'm in a beautiful garden, when you're in a war zone, right? It's not going to work. You're in a state of high fear or high alert and just sort of pretending you're not. Like, there's a disconnect there, right? It's like, one of my favourite people says, it's like sprinkling potpourri over a big dog turd. You have to clear up the dog turd first before you start sprinkling your potpourri about. So we have to mean it. So if we're in a state of panic or a state of depression, we have to work with that a little bit first before we can go into a positive affirmation. We have to neutralize that a little bit, and I would say the doorway into that is acceptance. We have to really look at what state of mind's arising for us and accept it, be with it, not resisting it. When we can whenever we feel depressed or anxious or lonely or jealous, whatever it is, what tends to happen is we have that feeling, and then we kind of hate ourselves a bit for having that feeling on top. So when we have that extra layer of resistance on top, we don't want to have that feeling. We don't like ourselves for having that feeling. That's another layer of stuff to work with. So we need to kind of drop out of that and just accept that, look, I'm feeling a bit angry today. I'm feeling a bit depressed today. These are the feelings that are arising for me. I'm okay. I accept that I'm a person who sometimes feels like this. With that level of acceptance, it just releases a bit of a layer of tension, and gives us a little bit of space to work with that mind. We can just be with it a little bit. When we're in that kind of space, we're much more likely to be able to move through into a positive state that we can actually be authentic within. And then to make it really authentic, we could use a coach, maybe use the words of someone that really does encourage us, who we really appreciate, someone who's always seen the best in us, maybe in our life. Like, it might be an old teacher or an old mentor of some type, or a parent or a relative, friend, or even a coach that you just know from online, a famous person. Like, it might be Deepak Chopra, or someone like that. And you'd think, what would that person say to me? And when you hear it in their voice, that might land more easily for you than just saying it to yourself. So we have to find little hacks around these ways, so that we can get the full power of positive affirmations to work for you. So that's my top tip, basically, with positive affirmations. They're super powerful. When we use them, they can change everything, but we have to know a little bit about them, how to use them right, to make sure that they land and they're authentic, and then they really make the impact that we want. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. And enjoy changing the way you feel by adjusting your self-talk. All right, night.